The Clockwork Sparrow's secret. In a bustling little town called Whistlewood, where cobblestone streets hummed with chatter and chimneys puffed cheerful smoke, lived a kind-hearted girl named Ellie. Ellie was 9, with freckles like tiny stars and a laugh that jingled like bells. She loved fixing things, broken toys, squeaky doors, anything that needed a bit of care. Her dad, the clockmaker, taught her to tinker with gears and springs, and their cozy shop was filled with ticking clocks that sang the hours. One rainy afternoon, while sorting through a dusty box of her dad's old tools, Ellie found a small, brass sparrow. Its wings were dented, and one glass eye was cloudy, but it felt warm in her hand, as if it held a secret. "You're not just junk," Ellie whispered, brushing off its tarnish. She wound a tiny key in its side, and to her surprise, the sparrow's eye glowed blue, and it fluttered its wings with a soft whir. "You're alive!" Ellie gasped. The sparrow chapped a tinkly tune and hopped onto her shoulder, its gears clicking happily. Ellie named it Spark and decided to fix it properly. That night, as the moon peeked through her window, Spark flew to her bedside and dropped a tiny, folded note from its beak. Ellie unfolded it and read, "Find the golden gear in Willowwood. It will make me whole." Ellie's heart raced. "An adventure," she said, hugging Spark. The next morning, she packed a bag with bread, an apple, and her dad's smallest screwdriver, then told her parents she was going exploring. With Spark perched on her hat, Ellie skipped to Willowwood, a shady forest where trees whispered and fireflies twinkled even in daylight. The path was mossy, and Ellie hummed to keep brave. Spark chirped directions, leading her to a clearing where a grumpy hedgehog named Prickle guarded a shiny stream. "No one crosses without a gift," Prickle huffed, curling into a spiky ball. Ellie thought fast and gave him her apple. Prickle unrolled, munching happily. "The golden gear is deeper in, but watch out for the clockwork crow," he warned. Ellie thanked him and walked on, her boots crunching leaves. Spark's eye glowed brighter, as if excited. Soon, they reached a giant oak tree with a door carved in its trunk. Ellie knocked, and the door creaked open, revealing a dark tunnel lit by glowing mushrooms. "This must be it," Ellie said, holding Spark tightly. The tunnel led to a cave filled with glittering gears and ticking machines. In the center sat the clockwork crow, a huge bird made of black metal, its red eyes glaring. "Who dares enter my workshop?" it squawked, flapping heavy wings. Ellie stood tall. "I'm Ellie, and I need the golden gear to fix my friend Spark." The crow laughed, its voice like grinding gears. "That gear is mine. Beat me in a tinkering contest, and it's yours." Ellie nodded, her hands steady. The crow set a challenge: fix a broken music box in 10 minutes. Ellie worked fast, her fingers twisting tiny screws and fitting springs, while Spark chirped encouragement. The crow hammered at its own box, but its claws were clumsy. When time was up, Ellie's box played a sweet melody, while the crow's just clunked. "You win," the crow grumbled, tossing her the golden gear, a small, shiny wheel that sparkled like sunlight. Ellie cheered, and Spark did a twirl in the air. But as they turned to leave, the crow blocked the exit. "I changed my mind," it hissed. Ellie's heart sank, but she had an idea. She pulled out her screwdriver and tickled a loose bolt on the crow's wing. It giggled, a funny, clanky sound, and flopped over, laughing. "Stop, stop," it begged. Ellie grinned. "Let us go, and I'll fix your wing." The crow agreed, and Ellie tightened its bolts, making its wing smooth and strong. "You're not so bad," the crow said, letting them pass. Ellie and Spark ran out, the golden gear safe in her pocket. Back in the forest, Prickle waved goodbye, and the fireflies lit their way home. At the clock shop, Ellie opened Spark's back and clicked the golden gear into place. Spark's wings shone, and it sang a song so beautiful that Ellie's dad rushed in, amazed. "What's that?" he asked. Ellie told him everything, and he hugged her. "You're my brave tinker," he said. Spark flew around the shop, its gears humming perfectly. But the next day, Spark dropped another note. "My maker needs me. Take me to the Hill of Clocks." Ellie felt sad but knew she had to help. She and her dad hiked to the hill, where old clocks stood like statues. Spark landed on a cracked clock tower, and its blue eye glowed brightly. A soft voice echoed, "Thank you, Ellie. You fixed my sparrow." The tower lit up, and Spark's brass body sparkled like gold. It flew to Ellie, nuzzled her cheek, and then zoomed into the sky, joining a flock of clockwork birds that appeared from the clouds. Ellie waved, tears in her eyes but a smile on her face. Back home, the shop felt quiet without Spark, but Ellie kept tinkering, making toys for the town's kids. One day, a new sparrow appeared at her window, dropping a tiny gear with a note, "For my friend, Ellie." She laughed, knowing Spark was out there, flying free. Whistlewood buzzed with stories of the girl who fixed a magic sparrow, and Ellie learned that even small hands could mend big dreams with courage and care. The end.